Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Welcome back to First Edition Chats with Nicole. I'm Nicole Boone. TriFit Women's Ministry in Murrells Inlet takes a whole person approach to wellness. Founder Joanne Bovey is my guest today. Welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
So happy to have you. TriFit offers women's faith-based wellness programs and retreats. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so we are a nonprofit organization working with women who just need some extra support in overall wellness. So the whole person approach just looks at physical, emotional, and spiritual. And we do that through our individual wellness programs, which is very customized, one-on-one programs where we work together and health coach and life coach them through whatever areas they're needing that support. We have group classes and fitness classes, and then our retreats where women can get away from the weekend, unplug, and just really get poured into and learn resources and tools to take with them after they leave that weekend.
And why is it important to you to have started this ministry?
So many women I know are just so busy with life. They get overwhelmed. That increases the stress and really just kind of put self-care on the back burner, whether we're caregivers, we're moms, we're wives in the workplace, and I know firsthand the toll that can take. So kind of through my own need, I started learning and really found that a whole person approach was necessary. So I really have a heart for women that could benefit from this.
And I really feel like having all three entities together in one location is key. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we could find different components of it, and we really found that because we're designed that way and each part interacts and impacts the other so much, that we address each part, and it really makes a difference in the women that come through our programs and services.
Have the women that have come to the ministry and been there found that when they share their experiences with one another, they find strength and support in that way as well? Do you mind sharing more about that?
No, it really does. And we just did one of our retreats, and it was so wonderful to see the women interact and kind of share their stories and be able to lift each other up and encourage. And it's kind of nice to know you're not alone in some of the struggles or challenges. So yeah, that's super helpful.
Do you find that's what a lot of women actually, when they come there, feel that they are alone, and then they find out they're not, and it gives them the encouragement and the strength that they need to move forward with whatever challenges there are facing?
Yeah, and I think just knowing that other people go through this, that it's not them, it's not them being weak or incapable or can't handle it, it's just the demands of life, and that other people go through, but there is hope, and there are resources and people that can come around and support them.
And you do a lot of really fun things. You have cooking classes, you have fitness classes. Talk about that as well.
Yeah, so we just try to take a really rounded approach, and something that might fit one person a little differently, or they might be interested. So we do different types of fitness class, but it'll always be faith-based, and so they can come and just feel comfortable with the women there. And we'll do meal prep or some cooking classes, and that really does. It incorporates the physical aspect and the social aspect of it, and just community, creating a sense of community and connection with women.
100%. So what's on the horizon for TriFit?
So we're just going to really continue with our one-on-one programs because they are just really impacting women. But our weekend retreats are really going to take off coming up soon, and being able to offer more of those. And then eventually, long-term, we will implement our week-long program. And that'll be really for someone who just needs a little extra time and care, maybe for the woman with mild anxiety or depression that needs that extra time.
I love that. And of course, how can people learn more about TriFit Women's Ministry?
They can go to our website. We have a lot of information on there, but the best thing is to call. We do free consultations. We can tell you more in depth about our programs, what the wellness programs look like and entail, and see what would be a good fit for each person coming in, each woman that needs our help and our support.
And tell folks your website.
So it's www.trifitwomen.com.
Thank you, and we'll be right back.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, it's time to make some image cookies. And this is the perfect craft project for bridal parties, you know, church groups, all types of organizations and groups to do just to kind of have some teamwork. So Kima is here, a local baker, to show us how to do it. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I am excited to show you how to do edible image cookies.
Yay.
You can have all types of images. These are good for activities with the kids. The possibilities are endless, really, and it's so much fun.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we do?
You guys some gloves.
Okay, thank you.
And here we have, I like to use chocolate. So this is white chocolate.
Ooh.
We have a sugar cookie. And this is an edible image. So people can order them. I know people get them from Etsy. There's
Okay.
lots of local places that do sell them.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is take our chocolate and make sure to have it be a good melted consistency.
Okay. Now, are the cookies already done?
Yes, these are sugar cookies that are already baked.
Okay.
If you want to get a sugar cookie from a local baker or
Let's try to get this. A local baker? Okay.
I'm sure like any good sugar cookie will work.
Okay.
They need to be plain cookies, not chocolate chip.
Okay.
They have to be good plain cookies.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, and I'm going to wipe off some of the chocolate. I set that right there. And I should have had you have a second bowl. I might have you watch me first, and then you're going to do your own.
Okay.
So this is the dip method.
Okay.
There are different ways to make your edible image cookie, but I find the dip method to be easier for at home.
Okay.
And you want to make sure you tap off all of the excess.
Okay. So you don't have any extra around the edges?
Yes, and
Okay.
you can wipe.
Yeah.
And it tends to be a very messy situation, but it's only as messy as you make it. I'll set that right there. Is take my edible image, and I'm just going to place my image there
Oh.
and put it around.
Oh, nice.
So these are icing sheets, similar to what you get on a cake.
Icing sheets. Yes. Okay. So this is the finished product. Yay.
And look at you. This is what I'm saying. It's a beginner, and look
Yeah.
at her work. It's
Just
it's
a
great.
little, just a little extra.
You know what? It tastes better. It tastes better that way.
Thank you so much.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Living Local Carolina. My goodness, this is my office for today. I'm out here with Coach Goody. What's up? How are you?
You are in my world, yeah. Doesn't it feel awesome? Check it out. What a day. We're going to play some volleyball in the sand, a little beach volleyball. Are you ready?
I am kind of ready. Let's first talk about what you do and how you got all of these volleyball courts.
Yeah, so super exciting. It was 2013, and my daughter, she was like 13 years old, and she was playing indoor volleyball, club volleyball, and she's like, I played beach, and she always would watch Dad go off and play in these tournaments and stuff. And she's like, Dad, I want to learn to play beach volleyball. Can you teach me? And I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's do it. And I said, well, we had 3 courts down here at the time. And I was like, well, why don't we get your teammates, see if anyone else wants to come? And we started a little club, and we had like 20 kids, and we did a couple months of training, and that's how it started.
And it's grown to be pretty darn big now.
It has. It slowly grew, and really COVID, surprisingly, is what helped it grow, because there wasn't a lot of things going on, but we were allowed to do beach volleyball, and I was kind of one of the first sports that kind of went back out and got the kids going. It was a little scary at first, but once everyone got out there, it was so exciting, and it kind of just blew up. And the tournaments, we had more and more people coming here for the tournaments, and since then it's really grown more and more. So
I
it's
love
exciting.
it. And you were saying that this is the kind of sport that's for everybody, you know, all levels, all ages. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, because I mean, everybody kind of, oh yeah, I love volleyball. You know, they remember in PE playing, and maybe they had 4 on one side, or maybe they had 8, right? So it just kind of depends where you're at, whether you're out at a family picnic or whether you're a professional playing 2-on-2. You know, whether you have 10 on one side and 10 on the other, or 2-on-2. So there's a lot of flexibility, and people just want to play and have a good time. So it's fun.
Love it. So for people that might be watching this right now and are interested in playing a game or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, how can they do that? Can they get in contact with you?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the deal?
Yeah, so my website is I have two different, you have grandstrandsand.com, so they can reach out there. And then really, you just come out here. These courts are free to use to the public, so just come out and play. You know, you need a ball, you know, call some friends and get out here and get out and play.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Joining me today on Living Local Carolina is local photographer. She is a lifestyle and branding photographer, Frida Funny. How are you?
Great, thanks for having me here.
Yes, I'm so glad to speak with you. I've been seeing your work, absolutely love it. So I wanted to get a conversation with you because I love what you're doing to highlight and appreciate the elderly citizens of Horry County. So just tell us about what inspired you to create Hearts of Horry.
So Hearts of Horry is a passion project. It's personal to me because I was raised by my grandparents, and I didn't get a whole lot of photos of them growing up. They didn't take a whole lot of photos, and I feel like for citizens of Horry, they hold so much information and knowledge about our community, and what better way to celebrate them and honor them with portraits.
Oh, that is beautiful. I love this concept. I'm sure so many members of the community are excited about it. What type of feedback have you been getting?
So I was able to get 50 responses back. Families and community members are excited to kind of see their community in a different aspect.
Yes.
I think sometimes we forget about our eldest community members, but they've paved the way for many of us, so I think we should recognize and celebrate them.
Incredible, and you're so right. You know, a lot of times we let memories slip by us because we're so busy, but this being a community passion project is so unique. Have you ever done anything like this before?
Not really, just more personal stuff, but I wanted to make sure that the community was involved and they kind of can feel connected, and we can kind of connect the different parts of Horry County, because I feel like there's just so much information and knowledge with our senior citizens.
Yes. So where will the photos be displayed? Like, how does that work?
So right now, it's more so for the family. Long term, I know this project is going to take a couple of months to go through, but my ultimate goal is to produce a printed book that can live in our local Horry County Library. So in the future, family members can go back and see those portraits of their loved ones in a book. So that is the long-term goal. But right now, the members will be able to receive those printed copies of their loved ones.
And that means there may be like a volume 1, a volume 2.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, great.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how can members of the community participate in this project?
Absolutely, they can reach out to me. I'm on social media, so that's been the best way for people to connect with me, or through email. So they can find me on Facebook at Frida Funny, and if they're interested, just shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to kind of listen to their stories and see how we can kind of connect.
Great. Well, I know our viewers, before we stop, I know they want to know what even inspired you to become a photographer and, you know, develop a love for photography. So kind of tell us about that.
I'm very sentimental, and I enjoy capturing the moment because, you know, life happens really, really fast. And my grandmother purchased a $30 camera from Walmart a long time ago, back in 2006 when MySpace was up and running. And that's been the history ever since. So my grandmother really planted that seed for me.
Wow, and so you just thought about it, you're like, I love doing this.
Absolutely.
Did you actually pursue it professionally as far as like schooling and everything?
So I went to Horry Georgetown Tech and I received my digital arts degree there, but long before I did that, I've always was just that go-to person in school that always had a camera and would just document what we were doing at the lunch table. So I feel like that has really trickled into my life now. It's just really documenting and knowing that that's a valuable piece that people can hold on to.
What is your favorite type of photography style?
I really enjoy branding. I love helping people already, and I love telling stories. So that's a big a part of it, is just being able to connect with individuals that are trying to reach a goal.
Right. Well, thank you so much,
problem.
Frida, for
Thank
sharing
you.
with us. I'm excited about Hearts of Ori. It's so
Yes.
beautiful. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you again and doing some how-to photography sessions.
Absolutely, I can't wait.
Yeah, on the show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.